one thing we want to avoid are cars going into at high speed, under braking, side by side. That is a recipe for bad outcomes, all right? Front straight, there's a passing zone between 2 and 3. It's downhill, so you can build up a ton of speed very quickly. Just be aware. Once you get around that car, you might be going pretty good. You may have to make an adjustment when you get to this little kink down there. The thing I would say is, I mean, I've seen the cars out there. We've got momentum cars, we've got horsepower cars, right? If you're in a high horsepower car and there's a Miata on your tail in the S's, I got bad news for you. They're faster than you. Point them by. Even if you get on the straight and you can smoke them going down the front straight, they're going to be right back on your tail by 2 or 3.
What percentage are you on throttle right now?
Ross Bailey was one of our go-to guys
Yeah,
for
yeah.
the car. So yeah, this was so much to it, and you know, analyzing yourself, and really, you know, it's always nice having other people that are watching what you're doing. Actually, I'm going wide. I'm almost doing the late apex on that too. Like I'm going all the way almost out to the outside of the corner,
Looking hard left,
and then kind of doing a squaring it off instead of.
That sounds perfect.
What's up, guys? Carlo here, Horsepower Industries, and today we're here at Thunderhill Raceway with our man Adam Swanee.
Why are you doing this on your phone? You got a GoPro.
I know, but see, I'm hecka lazy, dude. Yeah, actually, I bought a GoPro Hero 9, the latest one, a couple days ago. I haven't set it up yet.
Putting it in the car and it's still on. It hasn't even been set for language.
I know. We have to set the language to Filipino. Anyway, so yeah, so we took our EVO today here at Thunderhill Raceway, and pretty much like just doing a quick test. Pretty much it's like our test day, and but so far what we find on this car, dude? Brakes, and then actually, you know, the brakes are good. It's just like
We're trying to work out. I think we need to work, get some better fluid.
Yeah, actually we haven't really like changed the fluids on this thing, so yeah, and it's let you guys know it's really hot today. It's like 110 degrees. It's 110 degrees.
6 p.m. and 150.
And then like the track temps is like what, 120, 130. The pavement is like about like 125 degrees.
Right, go look at some data.
All right, cool. So he's gonna take care of some business. You know, that's what we're doing right now with the car, trying to get some data, and yeah, pretty much testing. And surprisingly, right now the car is like holding up because it's really hot today. It's really, really hot. And you know, for boosted cars, you know, heat is like extreme. Is the enemy of boosted cars. So anyways, I'm gonna let this car cool down and then check like the fluids, check the coolant, and actually have to like let the brake fluid cooled down too because it overheated as well. But yeah, we'll be back on track the next few minutes. Peace out. What up, guys? I'm back here. So, pretty cool stuff that happened right now. So I was able to drive my car at the track here at Thunderhill Raceway, Thunderhill West, and it's pretty rad because one thing that I haven't told you guys, like a couple years ago, at least like 3 years ago, I had a big fat accident here at Thunderhill West. I was driving my Camry. It was slightly modified Camry SE V6 2007 model, and I had a big rollover accident here. That was 3 years ago, and but before that happened, I actually raced that. I took that car to Laguna Seca a few months before that incident, and the car ran perfectly fine except for the brakes. I had some issues with the brakes, but I was able to do the whole day at Laguna Seca, and then a few months later took the Camry here at Thunderhill. After 3 sessions, actually the third session, I was the first car out of the whole pack. And what happened is I didn't really know the track very well, so kind of misjudged a corner. I think it was turn 3, so I misjudged that corner and actually was doing pretty fast, as you should. And then pretty much the Camry actually drifted off the track, and then went to the dirt, caught a rut, and then I went airborne, and the car flipped a good 2.5 times, maybe 3, but I landed right side up. So the car was completely destroyed. The roof caved in on that Camry, and then thank God I'm short. I'm 5'3", so the roof pretty much caved in, and it was just barely touching my helmet. So that was really crazy experience. This was 3 years ago, and ever since then I haven't been back to the racetrack. Actually, haven't been driving just because of that incident. And obviously my wife wouldn't let me drive, especially at the track ever since then. But I was like, you know what, I need to go back to the track and drive. And today that pretty much was given the chance to actually drive my car, this EVO, at the track. And it's pretty crazy. I didn't have any footage because I couldn't get this camera out while I'm driving. Plus I had a GoPro, but it's not even set up yet. So, and Adam's inside the clubhouse checking out some data acquisition that we're doing right now for our friends at B Squared in Canada. So other than that, I was able to drive this car. I didn't really drive it hard because we had issues with the brakes. You can see here, the caliper is discolored already. The temperature was 360 degrees. I have a laser thermometer, and then pretty much checked out the temperature of the calipers, and all calipers, and the front calipers were burning. But anyways, yeah, so this is my only proof. The Track Night 2021 sticker on my race equip helmet. Can't believe it. I didn't even pay. Normally this will be $150, but I think they had the thing going on where and it was an open session, and if you have a license, a helmet, and they'll let you drive on the track. And shoot, I drove the car. I didn't really drive it hard because of the brakes, and I'm not really familiar with how the power delivery of this car on the racetrack, because it's different on the street. It's different when you drive a car with so much horsepower on the street and then drive that same car on the track. Especially this car, it has a lot of lag. But on the straightaway though, I was pushing it. But by the time I hit the end of the straightaway, I had to really slow down and kind of watch my brakes. But yeah, it was a pretty good thing that happened today, and hopefully I'll be able to like pretty much like get back to driving too. But right now my job is to like set up the car, and that's, you know, obviously that's my role at Horsepower Industries. Like I'm the one that pretty much set up the car, and you know, I'm pretty much a crew chief. And yeah, so far what we're doing right now, good test day. We have a few more sessions to go. Hopefully the brakes will cool down in the next 30 minutes, and then we'll see what happens. But you know, so far everything's good.